Welcome to another edition of Dan Frequently Asked Questions. In this edition, we'll be discussing treatment of hazardous marine life injury. Keep watching. We got a question from a diving physician who said that they'd been diving off the Caymans and had been culling lionfish that are somewhat of a pest at the moment, and in the process got stung, and as a result was treated with hot water, which is appropriate, and then instructed to elevate the hand typically above the level of the heart, which is the recommendation that is given for most traumatic hand injuries. And the question was whether or not there was any evidence to support this treatment, and that they had found none in the literature. Indeed, it is often the case that many of these treatments and first aid measures are a combination of common sense, observation, personal experience, and folklore. And for the most part, we try and stick to those things that we can actually measure and assess. Now, the effect of heat has been verified in vitro and in vivo. We know that if you expose a hazardous marine life venom to more than 45 degrees centigrade, it denaturates the protein. So it literally destroys the venom. And in the process, the pain and the ongoing tissue destruction, depending on the nature of the venom, also ceases. And the typical way this is done is 15-minute exposures to heat, which are then repeated over a period of 90 minutes, essentially based on the recovery of the pain in response to the heat and the discomfort as a result of the heat. So you essentially immerse the affected area until the pain related to the water is worse than the pain related to the sting. The limb is then removed, or the extremity, or whichever part of the body it is, and then as the pain resumes, then the heat treatment is again resumed. And as I say, this is typically done with 15-minute cycles for 60 to 90 minutes, after which the residual pain is usually fairly manageable. The idea of then elevating the hand has the at least intuitive benefit of allowing any swelling or edema to be resolved, and also the denaturated protein as a result of the envenomation would also need to be cleared from that area, mostly through the lymphatic system. And elevation of the hand will also encourage the lymphatic system to drain the excess protein that has been deposited. And in general, the benefit of gravity assists with resolving any kind of edema, and usually people report that it improves pain. If they leave the hand dangling, the pain is typically worse than if it's elevated. So I'm afraid that's as far as I can go in terms of evidence, and your own experience would probably be as valid as any of our recommendations. But from a common sense point of view, the principle would suggest it's a good idea. So that's all I can say for now. Thanks for the question, and until next time, safe diving.